Well, I got the trial of the ComEd 4 starting today with jury selection, and we're going to be checking in with my colleague Brett Rowland throughout the week and throughout this trial because it could be a 6 to 7 week trial. You've got 4 individuals. Several are former ComEd officials. Others are lobbyists. Another is a confidant of former House Speaker Michael Madigan. While this case is not about the individual Mike Madigan, his trial is next year. The case very much is about the allegations of bribery and corruption that spanned nearly an entire decade. Governor J.B. Pritzker asked about this yesterday. Is he going to be watching the trial? Is he going to be looking for updates? Here's what Governor Pritzker had to say.
Well, I'm a little busy each day, so I know these are happening during the day. You know, I've always said that those who, who breach the law should be held accountable, especially when it comes to breaking the public trust. And so, we'll have to see how the trial wears on. But I don't think I'll have a chance to watch each day, maybe some highlights, or maybe I'll get to read in some of your publications.
Another court-related question, Governor. Last week, the Supreme Court...
All right, so, Governor Pritzker is going to be watching closely, and as will we, because you got to keep in mind here what ultimately the allegations are, that these 4 individuals, along with Fidel Marquez, who actually pleaded guilty, and he made that plea, a year and a half ago or so, where the federal prosecutors charged him with corruption, and he pleaded guilty, and he was cooperating. So you've got the nearly decade-long case of ComEd giving little to do-nothing jobs to Madigan Associates, contracts to Madigan Associates with the utility in exchange for favorable legislation for the utility from the Illinois State House, as ushered through the Illinois State House by then House Speaker Michael Madigan. Michael Madigan charged with 22 counts in the ComEd case. Separately, he's charged with 1 additional count out of a case involving AT&T. But you've got these 4 individuals that are going to trial today with the jury selection beginning. And it'll be interesting because there's going to be 70 different witnesses. You've got the allegations in a deferred prosecution agreement. How are those going to be worked in? That ComEd essentially said, we did it, and here's a $200 million fine for doing it. How is that going to work into the case? Are we going to hear any of the Mike Madigan wiretaps that there were? So the outcome of what happens with the ComEd 4 is very much going to instruct what happens in the Mike Madigan trial. Again, that's next week. There's going to be a lot of stuff for us to talk about and unpack here in Illinois. No question about it. So join along with me. Search anywhere for Bishop on Air. All right? Bishop on Air.